You found a video poker machine in your grandpa's garage and you want to put it on Craigslist, but you don't know how much it's worth. I'm going to tell you, I'm Lawton Barnes and you are in the metal shop. Okay, first of all, let me define video poker machine. Everything you see behind me here is an IGT Player's Edge or Player's Edge Plus machine. These were built from the mid 80s to the mid 90s. This one down here on the end is a little older. It's called a Fortune 2 machine. And I say this to differentiate between the more modern Game King machines. Game King machines often have a touch screen. They're newer, they play a lot of different games, and when I see them for sale, they're often listed for over $1,000, which explains why I don't have one. But these turn up quite a bit in the used marketplace. Let me say that when I am buying these machines, I have never paid more than $350 for one. But, and it's a big but, I have also never bought one that was in perfect working condition. There's usually something wrong with them, if not a lot wrong with them. And also I'm buying these on Facebook. So prices are negotiable and you're not going to pay the full seller's asking price. I have also seen occasionally listings where somebody has one of these with an outrageously high price on it. $1,000, $1,500, maybe $700 on one that doesn't even work. You can list a machine at that price if you want. It's a free country, but you're going to be waiting a long time before you find some sucker to come along and actually give you that for it. Another thing is that you may encounter one of these in a retail store where they sell pinball machines and pool tables and stuff. If it's a business like that, you could expect to pay double, easily from $800 and up, and for the simple reason that real businesses have got buildings and employees and taxes and yada, yada, yada. So they're going to have to put a much higher markup on it than an individual who's selling on an online marketplace. And also, if you live in a notoriously expensive city like San Francisco or New York, you can adjust your expectations accordingly. Another thing is if you're buying one of these, do not forget to take your mileage into account. Example, I live in Dallas. I regularly drive down to Austin to buy a machine, but that's 354 miles round trip. And under the IRS standard rate of 70 cents a mile for 2025, that's a $247.80 in mileage. And if that machine cost $50, then my true cost of acquisition is almost $300 and an entire day of my life. Also, if you're buying or selling one of these machines and you're thinking about shipping it somewhere, I wouldn't. These things weigh 144 pounds and they're full of glass, so forget about it. You're not giving that to UPS. And another thing is going to be that the condition of the machine is going to play a key factor in how much you can ask for it or buy it for. And one of the most common problems that they have is also the one that's the most expensive to fix, and that's going to be a failed monitor. And when you're dealing with a dead CRT screen, if you can repair the chassis yourself, you're probably looking at a $150 part on eBay. If you'd like to upgrade it to a more modern LED style monitor, those are $581 from Ceronics. Using an LED monitor, the price of the monitor will often exceed the value of the machine itself. If you're going to buy one of these that's a fixer-upper, I would strongly suggest that you buy two, because you're going to need a parts machine as well. You can order parts for these off of eBay. I do it all the time, but it gets expensive quickly. If a seller's selling something for $10, $20 and shipping and tax, and before you know it, you're paying $30 for one little thing when you could have gotten a whole broken machine for $50. What if you find a machine for sale that doesn't have any keys and you're thinking, I'll bet it's full of money? Well, I'll bet you It's not. I've had about 15 of these things. I think the most I've ever found in one of them was like $3 worth of loose quarters rolling around in the bottom. The ones that have bill acceptors, I have never found any money in those. And I don't know, call me crazy, for some reason, people always seem to take the money out of the machine before they lose the key. I don't know, it just happens. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, how much is my machine worth? Non-working condition, $50 to $150, depending on how bad it is. Working, used condition with some flaws, buying from a private seller on Facebook, prices are negotiable, $300 to $500 as of 2025. And if you're buying from a retail store, $800 and up. Good luck selling your machine. Thanks for hanging out in the metal shop.